Hey, what's going on? What's going out there, Facebook land? This is Coach G coming to you live on this beautiful Saturday. Even though it's raining outside, doesn't matter. Beauty's in the mind, right? In my mind, it's sunshine and sunny out there. It's a beautiful 80 degrees, even though most people will say it's miserable and raining and can't do anything because it is raining outside. But it's all in your mind, how you think, right? Hey, like I said, it's Coach G here. I'm bringing you principle number 12, war against average. You do not want to be average in life. Most people in life are average. They live an average life. And I have a saying that's good isn't good enough. That's the title of that chapter is war against average and good isn't good enough. All my career throughout my life in business over about 35 years, I've always said that good isn't good enough. And I teach my associates, my management staff that good isn't good enough. A lot of people, I'm married. It's not great. It's good, and we're still together. That's not good enough. Your job. Oh, I have a job. It's not the job I want and everything, but it's good enough. Nope. School, your grades. You're not going to the school you actually wanted to go to. You're going to a lesser school, or your grades aren't where they want to be, but they're good enough to pass, right? You're saving. Most people, the average savings that people have is about $400. That's terrible. That if you lost your job or anything were to happen with you, you're not going to be able to support your family. But you sit there and say, well, at least it's good enough. An average living. Most people have an average living. Well, it's good enough. You're if you want an unhappy, unfulfilling life, then settle for average. That's how I look at it. Then be average, and because that's what you're going to end up with. I always don't settle for good. Always say good isn't good enough. In life, we want to be better. You were meant to be better. You were put on this earth to be better than you are. God put you here for a reason. He did not put you here to be average. He did not put you here to be good. He put you here to be excellent, to be great. But you have to believe that you can be excellent, you can be great. But most people walk around being average because they believe that's all they can be is average. But he created you in his image. And you think God is just average? No. He's the greatest of all. So he created you in his image. So he wants you to be great as well. But you walk around here listening what other people are telling you. You grew up with all the negativity in your life. You grew up with people telling you you can't do this, you won't do that, you're dumb, you're stupid, you're all these different things. And then you grow up being average because that's what society tells you to be, and that's what society wants you to be is average. But you are so much more than average. So stop settling for average and stop settling for good is good enough. If you're not happy with where you're at, change it. It's a choice. If you're not happy with your good job, then get a great job. If you're not happy with your good grades in school, then study more, read more, learn more, and get better grades. If you're not happy, with your marriage and your marriage, well, at least I'm not divorced, my marriage is good enough. No, it's your responsibility to fix your marriage. It's your responsibility to make your marriage great. I was in a bad marriage. I was in an average marriage and ended up getting a divorce. And now my wife and I are going to celebrate our 20th anniversary this month, on the 15th. So and we have a great marriage. I'm not going to say we have an average marriage. I'm not going to say it's a good marriage. No, we have a great marriage because we worked on it and because we wanted it to be a great marriage. Uh, average people tell themselves to be, tell, average people don't want to be uncomfortable. They have to push themselves to be uncomfortable in order to be great. And that's the problem is that people are afraid to get out of their comfort zone. So they'll just stay average because it's safe there. It's a safe life to stay average because you think that you're not going to get hurt. You think that you're not going to have problems. But it doesn't matter. You can stay right there being average. And I tell you, you're going to have, in my opinion, you're going to have more problems because you're not going to know how to deal with the things that come. If you push yourself to be better in life, the knowledge in your mind will help you get through those hard times even better when you push yourself to be better than average, because God wants that for you. He wants that greatness in you. We all have it inside, and you just need to find it. And I think another thing could be the reason why you're only average or good is because you haven't found your genius, which is what the title of my book is, right? Genius Within, the 20 principles of finding and growing your genius, which we're on principle number 12, war against average. And you have to push yourself and want to be out of the comfort zone and want to be better. And the key is find what drives you, find what you're passionate about. We sit in this life and we think that fear gets in our way. We know there's something that we want to do. We know we got talents. We know we got skills, but we're afraid of what people are going to tell us about if we could try to step out and do that thing we want to do. It happens all the time. Even me, I've been speaking at high schools all over the place. I've been speaking at other organizations, business in different places. And I wrote a book. And of course, I was scared to death to write it because of my background of having a learning disability, of not being able to read and write and spell that well. And, running in my mind that you can't write a book. You're not smart enough to write a book. You're not smart enough to get a certain job or go to college and things like that. And we let that fear get in the way of our God-given skills, talents, or what I call your geniuses that were given to you. You need to use those geniuses, those talents, those skills, and those blessings and give back to God. He wants you to succeed. He wants you to be better. That's what he put you here for. He didn't put you here to be average. It's for his glory. And you think he wants people to be average? No, because that doesn't look good for him. Because he's like, I did not create you to be a loser. I did not create you to be average. He created you with greatness inside. But you have to believe that, and you have to not worry about what the people are trying to tell you and keep you, because they want you with them. They're average or below average, and they want you to be in the same spot as them. So, of course, they're going to discourage you from trying to step out. Why? Because of fear. They're afraid you will leave them. And you'll see it in your family members, your parents, possibly your parents, your siblings, so-called friends, because they want you staying in that same average state of life that they're in. And so that's why they discourage you, because they know that possibly if you grow, you get better, you find your genius, you may leave them. And so they want to keep you right there with them. So I just want to bring you that today, that you need to understand that be more than average. Good isn't good enough. And stop telling yourself that. You need to be better than good. Because it's easy to be good. It's easy to be good. Stop being good and be better. Be great out there. So that's principle number 12. War against the average and good is not good enough. So if you're watching this and you think it's important for somebody to hear, please forward it on to your friends and family, and bring it back up to the top of the feed so people can see it. Hashtag live, hashtag repeat. Again, in my book, Genius Within, which is on Amazon right now. And also I have a website, CoachGmotivates.com. I'm also on Instagram, Gerald Coach G Eldred. And I also have a YouTube channel. Look it up and subscribe. A lot of my videos are on there. I do a lot of Facebook live videos, and I've also have a lot of my speaking engagement videos on there as well. So get out there. And if you don't know, my story is that I had a learning disability growing up. I was diagnosed with a learning disability, and I'm speaking to the special ed kids in high school, letting them know that you don't have to be average or below average. You can be great, and you can be better in this world, and that if I can do it, you can do it also. And I'm telling you guys the same thing, that don't listen to the naysayers. Listen to yourself. You tell yourself. It's all in your mind. I've always said that in your mind, you plant weeds or you plant flowers. It's your choice. And telling yourself that you're average or good is good enough is the weeds, and eventually they will take over and you'll become below average. So plant flowers Be great out there. And again, forward is on to people that need to hear it. I appreciate you guys listening all the time. Mr. Marco Sanchez, how are you doing there, buddy? I see a lot of your posts and everything. Your daughter's doing a fantastic job. She found her genius and she is following her dreams. She is being great and not average, because if she was being average, she would not be doing the things that she is doing. And that goes because she had two great fathers, one in God and one in you, sir, that you have raised her to be an incredible woman, and she's doing great things because of it, because she found her genius and she is a fantastic singer. And you, sir, you have also found your genius. I wish I was down there with you a lot of times, being able to get kicked in the butt by you like you used to in the past. I appreciate that. And you take care, my friend. It's good seeing you. Check out my book if you can. I take the money and I'm able to buy more books to give to the high school kids. I did a huge special ed conference a couple weeks ago, handed out about 40 books to the kids, and I continue to do that because they're being told that they're below average, and they're pushed aside and told that they're stupid and dumb and won't amount to anything. And I'm letting them know they have greatness inside of them, and they're endowed with the seed of greatness. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Again, Coach G, principle number 12, don't settle for average, and good is not good enough. Be great. Take care.